So you're thinking about moving to Knoxville, maybe somewhere around the Knoxville area, but you want to make sure you choose the right area for you and your family. Well, in this video, I'm going to go into all that, go over the good and the bad of some of these surrounding areas of Knoxville. What I'm going to do is take you on a map tour and talk about the different areas while we look at the map together. But if this is your first time on this channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in and around East Tennessee or in and around the Knoxville area like we're talking about today, make sure you subscribe and tap that bell for notification so you'll be the first to learn about the market here in East Tennessee. My name is Forrest McCullough. I'm a local real estate agent here in East Tennessee, and I get calls all the time from people looking to make the move to Tennessee, and I absolutely love it. And so if that's you, whether you're thinking about moving next week or next year, reach out to me so I can help. You can shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, or you can even schedule a Zoom call with me so we can meet face to face. And all the information to do that is in the description below. But I'd love to connect with you and help you make a move to East Tennessee. So what we're going to do is just take a look at this map together, and I'm going to go through some of the areas in Knoxville and Knox County and hopefully give you an idea for which one of these areas might be a good fit for you and your family. So Knoxville, you can see right here, is a city in East Tennessee. And just to give you an idea of where it is, it's right here on the eastern side of Tennessee. In relation to some other major cities, it's about 2.5 hours away from Nashville, which is over in Middle Tennessee. It's about 3 hours away from Atlanta. It's about an hour and a half away from Chattanooga. But Knoxville is right at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. So this is the Smoky Mountains that run right through here, and this is the Tennessee River Valley. And then the plateau is here. So Knoxville sits right in this valley. And so Knoxville is sheltered from all the tornadoes that you hear about in Middle Tennessee. It's a very pretty mild climate. It's sheltered from those tornadoes. There's not a lot of adverse weather events being here in the valley, so it's great in that regard. But I'm going to zoom in and just show you Knox County, and I'm going to talk about the different areas of Knox County. Let's see, Knox County. So here's Knox County. You can see the outline here on the map. And so typically when people talk about Knoxville, they talk about north, south, east, and west Knoxville. And I'll talk about what they refer to there. So North Knoxville obviously is this north portion, and it's just this area right here that's in the city is typically what people are referring to. East Knoxville is the eastern part of the city. South Knoxville is over here. And then West Knoxville, when people talk about West Knoxville, they actually mean this whole area out here. And so north, south, and east, west, and west, when people talk about it, are just the areas in the city of Knoxville. But West Knoxville, if you zoom in on the map, West Knoxville is sometimes labeled, it's sometimes right over here in this area, which is not really what people mean. But sometimes on the map, you'll see West Knoxville labeled right over here, which would make sense compared to, North Knoxville right here, East Knoxville right here, South Knoxville right here. And then it's not coming up right now, but sometimes it labels West Knoxville right here. But that's not what people mean. When people talk about North Knoxville, they mean this area. South Knoxville, they mean this area where it says South Knoxville. East Knoxville, they mean this area. But West Knoxville, they do not mean this area. What they mean when they say West Knoxville is this whole area out here. And so we're going to talk about West Knoxville here in a minute. But just to give you an overview, obviously this area in here where you can see more shaded is more, or not more shaded, but the lighter colored area is more densely built up and populated. And then as you get out here on these sides, it gets much more rural. But when you're over here on this side, this is also very built up all right through here in West Knoxville. And then it's more rural up in these corners right here and down here. But this is also very built up through here. But what I want to do is talk about some of the differences of the different parts of Knoxville. And I'm going to talk just starting up here, kind of towards the north, and just work my way around But I do want to say that this over here, West Knoxville, is the newest area of development, and West Knoxville has a lot of the new houses. Hardin Valley especially is the fastest growing area. A lot of the good shopping, or most of the good shopping, is here in West Knoxville and Farragut. Turkey Creek is a great shopping center that's right here in Farragut. A lot of the really good grocery stores and health food type stores and a lot of the other amenities are right here in Knoxville. A lot of the best schools in the area are here in West Knoxville. And so I'm going to spend some more time talking about West Knoxville. Also, there are a lot of lakeside communities in West Knoxville, as well as you can see the lake over here. So I'm going to spend a lot of time talking about West Knoxville here in a minute. But just to start out with, this area up here, Halls, is just an area out in the county, and it's a little more rural. There is a school system up here, and there are some new developments going in up here. And then this over here on the far east side is even a little more rural. There's very few homes for sale in this area over here. In the past month, there have only been maybe about 20 homes that have sold up here in this area. And so this is a very rural area. Well, I shouldn't say very rural, but this is much more rural than the other areas of Knoxville. And to give you an idea, the median home price of homes that have sold here in the last few months is around $300,000. And again, they are, a lot of them are on property, a lot of them are smaller, some of them are bigger and on property, but that median price around $300,000. And then in South Knoxville, you start to get much more urban. It's not really urban, but it's pretty densely populated. And so, I can show you down here, it's much more densely populated than over here on this side. You see all this space in between the neighborhoods, like we were talking about just a minute ago, just all that open space. And the houses are really spread out over on the east side of Knox County, just all this open space over here. And so if you want a lot of open space, that's a great area to be. But then South Knoxville, zoom in and show you a lot of more densely populated areas, neighborhoods. The homes in here are in the low 300,000s. And so this is South Knoxville. It's just across the river from downtown. The highlight of South Knoxville is it is right adjacent to the urban wilderness, which is a bunch of miles of interconnected mountain bike trails and hiking trails, as well as all these nature preserves. And so these are actually some world-class mountain bike trails, and they're all connected all through here. I mean, you can see them way back over here. These are the trails that run all through here. And so that's called the urban wilderness, and that's over in South Knoxville. And it's a really big benefit of living in South Knoxville if you were into mountain biking or hiking or anything like that. But the homes in here are typically a little bit smaller, and like I said, in the low 300,000s as far as price range. And then this is one really nice neighborhood right here called Island Home, where you're going to find some really nice homes. They're older, but they're a little bit larger and very nice. But that's South Knoxville, and it's right across the river. And as an overview for the Knoxville school system, the Knox County school system as a whole is not rated super highly, but there are some very well rated schools in Knoxville. And, Farragut over here has some of the most highly rated schools in the state. Hardin Valley has good schools, and really all of West Knoxville has good schools. But also there's a high school called L&N Academy, and it's right here in downtown Knoxville, right over here. And it's a really good high school. And so that's a good high school in downtown Knoxville that you can get your student in from anywhere around the Knoxville area. But if you live over here in South Knoxville or East or North Knoxville, it's a close commute to get to that school. So that's just something to keep in mind. So that's South Knoxville. Now, East and North Knoxville are more urban feeling, and East and North Knoxville have a lot of like breweries and coffee shops, and then a lot of restaurants as you get closer to the old city and downtown. But if you want more of that urban feel, maybe say a little bit more hipster, North and East Knoxville have more of that type of feel. And again, they're more densely populated with these neighborhoods that you can see running all out along through here. So that's East and North and South Knoxville. And then, like we talked about, the more rural area of East Knox County. And then up here, you have a little town called Powell, a little community, really. It's not an incorporated town, but the community of Powell with its own high school. And the median home price in Powell is around $325,000. And so just a little bit more than North and East Knoxville, which the median home price was around $250,000. But that's Powell up there, and it's its own little community in Knox County, just a little kind of suburb of Knoxville. And I'm going to finish up by talking a lot about West Knoxville as well. And like I said, West Knoxville, really, when people talk about West Knoxville, they're kind of referring to everything that's on this west side of Knox County, not just the little area right here as North and East and South Knoxville refer to. But West Knoxville has a few distinct areas. So this area right through here is called Bearden, and Bearden is an unincorporated area, so it's not an official boundary to it, but Bearden is the area that runs along Kingston Pike right through here, and Bearden High School is right out here, and that's one of the high schools in Bearden. West High School is right here, and that's kind of on the edge of Bearden, and some of the areas of Bearden feed in to West High School. But Bearden is a great area. It has those good schools, but it also has two of my favorite neighborhoods in the Knoxville area. It has Westmoreland Heights, which is right here, and it has Sequoia Hills, which is right here. And these neighborhoods are really cool because they have a lot of older historic homes, and there's a mix of some really big homes and also some smaller homes, as well as some condos and apartments. So you can see here these condo communities here in the middle and a lot of these smaller homes. And these homes are typically very nice and updated, all renovated. And then these larger homes that are along the boulevard and along the lake, some really nice homes along through here. And so those are two of my favorite neighborhoods. These are in Bearden and West Knoxville. And then the other thing about Bearden is it has some great grocery stores and shopping. And so you have the Fresh Market is a really good health food type store here in Bearden. And then it has some of the more larger stores like Kroger and Food City down in here. And it also has some really good shopping. So it's got some more local boutique type stores. It's got Lululemon, and there's an Anthropologie right through here as well. But there are also some more local stores that are along those lines, as far as some nice clothing stores and bike stores and things like that. And so that's a really great shopping area through there in Bearden, and a lot of really good restaurants. Holly's Gourmet Market is a great breakfast and lunch place and pharmacy. And there's a place called the Shrimp Dock that's right in here that you can buy your meal there, but it's also a fresh seafood place, a fresh seafood store that you can buy seafood and take it home. But a lot of great stuff right through here in Bearden. And then right at the far end of Bearden is Westtown Mall, which is a really nice shopping mall. And then moving to this top side of the interstate up here, the north side, this is going to be a little bit of a lower price range than Bearden. So down here, the median price you're going to be looking at is around $475,000. And like I said, there's a big mix. So there's 2 homes listed right now, 2 of these condos that are around $250,000 on the low end. And then there's a home listed in here for a little over $5 million right along through here. I mean, if you look at Lions View Pike, it has some of the most expensive homes in the Knoxville area. And, this golf course, Cherokee Country Club, is right here in Bearden as well. And then there are 2 really nice parks in Bearden, Sequoia Park, right along the lake here. And then Lakeshore Park as well, as you can see, is a huge park along the lake a little bit further down with some baseball fields and a playground and a nice greenway as well. But so the median home price is around $475,000. So a lot of those homes that are in these neighborhoods are going to be around that price range, or a lot of them are a little bit more as well. But nice older homes, which means they're on nice large lots. That's one of the great things about these neighborhoods is the larger lots. A lot of the newer neighborhoods have much smaller lots. And then up here in Amherst and Carnes, you're going to find homes that are a little less expensive than in Bearden. And, as far as having some really good shopping and restaurants, honestly, you're going to probably, for a lot of it, you're going to want to come down here to this area, along here, this commercial area. But some nice neighborhoods up in here that are going to be a little bit lower on the price than the other areas of West Knoxville, but you're still going to have some good school systems up here in the Carnes and Amherst area. And so, this is one of the most affordable areas in West Knoxville, but it still has close access to all of the commercial areas along through here, the shopping and the restaurants. The Costco, of course, is right through here. And so, just to give you an idea, if you're living over here or up here in Halls or over here in South Knoxville, you're going to have access to just about anything you need, over on the outskirts of town, as far as grocery stores and some restaurants that you can go to. But if you really want a lot of options as far as shopping, as far as your health food stores like the Whole Foods and the Fresh Market like I mentioned, or if you want a lot more options as far as shopping, anywhere you live in Knoxville, you're going to be coming over to this area right here of West Knoxville. So again, that's why I'm spending a little more time on this part of Knoxville as well. But so this is the more inexpensive part of West Knoxville, and that's Carnes and Amherst and Cedar Bluff. And there's a lot of new neighborhoods going in up in this area. And you can see they're doing construction on this road to widen this road as a lot of new neighborhoods are coming in to this area. Down here in Bearden, there's not a whole lot of new construction going on. There are some new neighborhoods coming in down here in this area, but this obviously in here and all through here is pretty much completely developed already. And so a lot of the new construction is up here and then further out west. But so that's Bearden, that's Carnes and Cedar Bluff and Amherst. And then over here on the far northwest side of Knox County is Hardin Valley. And Hardin Valley is the fastest growing area in Knox County. And you can see it's still pretty rural. You can see on the map here. But along through here is where a lot of the new neighborhoods are coming in. And so you can see Right in here, a big one coming in along through here, right here as well. You know, that's where these neighborhoods are up here as well, where these neighborhoods are being developed. And there are already several that are along through here, and here, and here, and up here. And so this is the fastest growing area of Knox County. And right now, if you want to be in Knox County, but you want a more rural feel, or if you want to be in West Knox County, but you want a more rural feel, you know, Hardin Valley is the place to find it. And if you want a new home in West Knoxville, Hardin Valley is also one of the best places to find it, because there are all these new homes going in here. And Hardin Valley has this main road, Hardin Valley Road, that runs through it. And so there are several things in Hardin Valley. Food City is your grocery store, and then you have some restaurants and some shops that are along through here, but not a whole lot of restaurants and shops. But again, West Knoxville, Bearden, and Westtown Mall and Turkey Creek are all just here about 15 minutes away from Hardin Valley, and so it's really convenient. Hardin Valley has really good schools. The high school is called Hardin Valley Academy, and the schools in Hardin Valley are really good, and so that's one of the pros of Hardin Valley. Like I said, the West Knoxville schools that are part of the Knox County school system are typically the most highly rated schools in Knox County, and Hardin Valley are some of the best. And then right down here, Farragut are the most highly rated. They're always the most highly rated out of all the Knox County schools. So Farragut is right here, and Farragut is its own incorporated town inside of Knox County. And so it has a little more control over development and the aesthetics of the town. It's also the most expensive area in Knox County, with a median home price of around $560,000. And by the way, the median home price in Hardin Valley is around $516,000. Farragut is $560,000. So that's the median home price. And Farragut has Turkey Creek, which again, Turkey Creek is that shopping area with the nicest movie theater in the Knoxville area. It's got some really good restaurants in here. It's got, you know, the Bonefish Grill, and it's got Connor's Steakhouse and some other really good restaurants. And then, of course, a Walmart and a Target and a bunch of other standalone shops. And then a great health food store called Earth Fare, along with a bunch of other stuff. And then there's another good grocery store called the Fresh Market over off Kingston Pike right here. But so that's all in Farragut. So that's that, you know, having all that right in your town is a big benefit. But really, one of the main draws to Farragut is the schools, and here are the schools right here, and the Farragut schools are some of the highest rated in the state. And so, you know, if you have kids that are school aged, Farragut is an incredible school district. But again, there are some other really good schools in the other areas of West Knoxville. So any of these areas you're going to find some good schools in. But Farragut has some newer homes as well. You know, Hardin Valley has the most new homes, but Farragut also has some new homes. It has 2 golf courses that are really nice, Willow Creek and Fox Den. Fox Den right here and Willow Creek right here. And it's got some really nice parks. It has Concord Cove Park, which is right here on the lake. And it has this white sand beach that they maintain, place to hang out, nice walking trail, sand volleyball courts, playground. And it's got a really nice park over here, McPhee Park, which is right in the middle of Farragut with tennis courts, soccer fields, a really nice playground. And then you can see some of these communities in here. This one that's being built right here is being built by Saddlebrook Properties, and there's some homes around in the 600,000s. This community right here is also being built by Saddlebrook, and their homes up around $1 million in this community. But as you can see, that's going to be a large community, and they just started building it out. And so if you want to be in the Farragut area, definitely you can get a home right here in this community. And if you're thinking about buying a home in this area, reach out to me so I can help walk you through the process and negotiate on your behalf. Even if you're buying a new construction home, you need somebody negotiating on your behalf with the builder. So you can reach out to me, and all my contact information is in the description below. But so those are two of the new neighborhoods. And then this neighborhood right here is a master plan community called Bridgemore, and there are still lots available to buy in here. And you can purchase a lot and build a custom home. All these homes in here are custom. And so if you want to build a custom home, this is a great community. The homes in here are anywhere from around 4,000 square feet to about 10,000 square feet. And so there are some really large homes, some really pretty homes in this community, and it has a great mountain view from the top here. And so there's a lot of great neighborhoods in Farragut. There are some lakeside neighborhoods over on this side. So there's a lot of great neighborhoods. There are those two great golf courses, the parks, the great shopping and restaurants, and the great schools. And so that's Farragut, and that's why Farragut is, one of the most desirable areas to be in. But that's Knoxville overall. If you have any questions about Knoxville area, if you're thinking about moving to the Knoxville area or anywhere in East Tennessee, reach out to me so I can help. You can shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, or even schedule a Zoom call with me so we can meet face to face. But all the information for that is in the description below. And obviously there's a ton more that goes into Knoxville and all the different areas of Knoxville, but hopefully that just gives you a general kind of understanding of the Knoxville area overall. And again, if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. But other than that, I will see you on the next video.